People work in areas of conflict all the time, and sadly, it's been in the news a lot lately. I'm Therese Bird, and I'm a learning technologist with the University of Leicester. Our criminology department has been developing a new distance master's course called the MSc in Security, Conflict, and International Development. The people who are likely to be enrolling on this course live and work in areas of conflict and recent conflict. We would like to give them a very rich learning experience, such as the chance to listen to interviews and watch videos beyond just the printed text. But how can we do that when they don't have access to the internet more often than once or twice a month? And so we developed an app, and we're shipping them an iPad. The app will download the interviews, the videos, and the rich learning experience that they can watch and read, even though they are not connected to the internet.
I think the reason why we went down this road was we had a particular type of student who was very much based overseas, who was on the move a lot, who would not always have access to the internet, who wasn't really capable of carrying lots of materials with them. And so the iPad really lent itself to us in terms of how can we deliver materials to these students in a way which suits their experience and their needs. I think we'd spend a lot of time trying to understand what these students wanted, and whilst they weren't saying we want an iPad, what they were telling us, they wanted flexibility in the way that the material could be delivered and the way that they could study. And so they'd iterated to us before we started developing the course what for them would be the ideal way of learning online via distance learning. So I think the gamble for us was getting the technology to work and understanding how we need to make the administration of the programme seamless for the students. That for us was a bit of a gamble, getting it to fit in within existing distance learning structures. I think the concept of allowing students to have greater flexibility in the way that they can access their materials, I think for us was something we knew we had to deliver.
iPads really are, not only of the moment, but they really make learning anywhere, anytime a reality.
And what we did with this course in combination with the iPad was we were able to build in e-tivities as part of the assessment process, which we haven't tended to do in the past. And what we're finding there is that students are engaging much more effectively with the overall assessment programme because it's broken down into different elements, and they find that more engaging, easier to access the materials that are relating to that.
And talking to people like Adrian, it's very interesting because he mentions the kind of value of things like the learning design stuff as a springboard to the way in which they went about designing. And what's really kind of heartening, I think, is the fact that he talks about the fact that it's changed the way they design things, made them focus much more on an activity focusing much more on the students' sort of chunks of kind of much more interactive, engaging material. So that, for me, is a kind of real highlight.
They all seem to be doing extremely well. Now that could be because they're accessing more of the material. Because it's more accessible to them. They may be reading more because they're able to. But I'm certainly seeing a lower rate of students who are not passing their assignments at this stage in the programme. So it's very reassuring. And a lot of the feedback that we're getting from the course tutor is that she's finding the students are really engaging with the material.
And certainly within our institution, these kind of things are now being talked at kind of relevant policy committees, and so it's shifted from being a peripheral innovation to something that's starting to be considered as standard.
I think what we're finding is that there's increasing expectation that we should be doing this, not that whether we can do it, but I think students are expecting greater levels of flexibility as technology is moving, in that direction now, and people's awareness of what technology can now do for them. We have to build this into our programs, and so we're now revamping one of our most popular master's programs along exactly the same lines as this one. We're looking to roll it out across all our programs. All our cohorts will be receiving iPads, we think, from 2014-15 onwards.
And we are really excited because we think that we are the first university to use iPads in distance education in such an exciting way.